Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you all will be in good health. I am your science teacher of grade 5. Students, open your book page number 15. In previous class we were started non-flowering plants. Non-flowering plants actually do not produce flowers. Today our topic is mosses, which comes in non-flowering plants. They do not produce flowers. They are carpet-like beds of tiny green plants. They also lack stem, roots and leaves. They grow in moist, shady places on land. They have needle-shaped evergreen leaves. Now mosses are just like a carpet. It's evergreen plants. They have needle-shaped evergreen plants, leaves. Evergreen means that throughout the year they are green in color. Most mosses are only a few centimeters tall. Tiny hairs hold the moss down on the ground. Now most mosses are only few centimeters tall. The length of most mosses are few centimeters. Tiny hairs hold the moss down on the ground. There are tiny pear-shaped capsules on thin stalks about the leaves. Inside the capsule there are spores which can grow into new moss plants. Keep it in mind that there are tiny pear-shaped capsules. Now these capsules, inside these capsules there are spores. These spores can grow into a new plant, new moss plant. Liverworts may be leaf-like mosses or they may be flat and branched. Both forms reproduce by spores formed in capsules. Liverworts, it's a name of a leaf, name of a moss. Now these mosses may be flat or branched. Both forms reproduce by spores formed in capsules. These liverworts can be reproduced from spores which is present inside the capsules. Here is a pictures of moss covered rocks. Here is a picture of moss covered rocks. Arctic moss. Here is a picture of a Arctic moss. It's a type of moss. In this picture, the moss covered rocks, and there is a picture of a Arctic moss. Next topic is ferns. Fern is also a type of non-flowering plant which do not produce flowers. Ferns are non-flowering evergreen plants. As I told you, evergreen plants means that throughout the year they are green in color. They have roots, stems and specialized leaves which are made up of many small leaflets. Now these ferns have roots, stems and specialized leaves. Underline these words. In some cases, the leaflets are joined together and such ferns are known as broadleaf ferns. Now, in some cases, the leaflets are combined together. They are joined together. This fern is known as broadleaf ferns. Underline this. Broadleaf ferns. All ferns have spores on the underside of their leaves. Now, all ferns have spores on the underside of their leaves. Here is a picture of a fern. Here is a picture of spores on fern leaflets. It's a spores present on fern leaflets. It's enough for today. Thank you students. Have a nice day.